Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. I am super excited to share this with you because we're diving into a massive hidden mystery in the tech world. We all use artificial intelligence, right? AI, to help us write stuff, create art, or answer questions. But did you know the AI we use every single day is actually hiding a huge secret? It needs a gigantic amount of power to work, and the brightest minds on the planet are coming up with some literally wild ideas to solve this. We're going to explore exactly how they're doing it.
Okay, here's our roadmap for today. 1. The hungry AI problem. 2. Mini nuclear power plants. 3. Big tech needs power. 4. Data centers in space. And 5. We'll finish up with a quick 4-keyword recap. Let's jump right in.
Section 1. The hungry AI problem. Why exactly is artificial intelligence eating so much electricity?
So, I want you to imagine AI as this giant, invisible monster. But this monster doesn't eat pizza or hamburgers. No way. It literally eats electricity. Every single time you ask an AI a question or have it draw a cool picture for you, it has to think really hard. And thinking that hard makes it very, very hungry for power. Basically, the smarter the AI gets, the more electricity it needs to eat.
Now, an AI computer is way different from the computer you have at home. Your normal laptop barely uses any power, but AI, it doesn't live in a normal laptop. It lives in a massive building called a data center. Think of a data center as this giant brain factory. Inside, hundreds of thousands of computer chips are working together 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They never even take a nap.
To put that into perspective, experts say by the year 2030, these data centers around the world are going to use 945 terawatt-hours of electricity. That number is just huge. Basically, that's the exact same amount of power the entire country of Japan uses in one whole year, just for computers. So we've got a really big problem on our hands. How do we feed this monster without hurting our planet?
Section 2. Mini nuclear power plants. The Earth-bound solution for AI's hunger.
Well, one answer right now is a brand new technology called an SMR. That stands for Small Modular Reactor. I know, it sounds a bit complicated, but it literally just means a miniature power plant. These mini plants are absolutely amazing because they create zero carbon pollution. That means they keep our air perfectly clean. Plus, they can run all day and all night to feed those huge computer buildings that never sleep.
Usually, building a power plant takes like 10 or 15 years. It's a massive headache, like a giant puzzle with millions of pieces. But SMRs, they're built just like giant Lego blocks. First, the pieces are perfectly made inside a factory. Second, they're just shipped on the back of a regular truck. And third, they snap together right next to the data center. It makes the whole shebang super fast and way cheaper to build.
Now you might be wondering, are mini nuclear plants actually safe? The answer is a big yes, thanks to something called passive safety. If something goes wrong, the power plant doesn't even need electricity or a human worker to fix it. It cools itself down completely naturally, just using gravity and water. It's basically a brilliant automatic safety shield.
Section 3. Big tech needs power. How Google, Amazon, and Microsoft are building SMRs.
Let's look at 3 of the biggest tech companies in the world to see what they're doing. Google was actually the very first to buy SMRs, ordering 500 megawatts of power to be ready by 2030. Then we've got Amazon, who's investing in a massive 5 gigawatts of SMR power to grow their cloud services. And finally, Microsoft is doing something unbelievable. They're actually working to restart a famous older power plant called 3 Mile Island just to feed their AI. All these giant companies agree for sure, SMRs are the future of power on Earth.
Section 4. Data centers in space. SpaceX's wild AI-1 satellite idea. Okay, so on June 8, 2026, the space company SpaceX announced a plan that sounds straight out of a sci-fi movie. They revealed plans for something called AI-1. This is designed to be the world's very first AI data center that actually floats in orbit around the Earth, exactly like a satellite. It is a totally new way to think about building computers. So, why space? Well, space gives us 3 amazing things completely for free. Number 1, endless solar power from the sun, so free electricity. Number 2, space is a freezing cold vacuum, which naturally cools down those hot computer chips for free. And number 3, there is endless room to build up there. You don't have to buy expensive land in a crowded city. Down here on Earth, data centers are super expensive to build.
They take up lots of land, they need giant power plants, and they drink millions of gallons of water just to stay cool. But the AI-1 satellite in space, it just uses free sunlight and the free freezing cold of space. It's a wildly different way to feed that hungry AI monster, and experts are watching really closely to see how it works out.
Section 5. 4 Keywords Recap. Let's review what we learned today.
Time for a quick review corner. Keyword number 1 is artificial intelligence, or AI. Remember, this is a super smart computer program that learns and thinks. But the big secret we uncovered today is that AI acts like a giant, hungry monster for electricity. The smarter it gets, the more power it eats.
Keyword number 2 is data center. This is where the AI actually lives. It's not just a laptop on a desk, it's a giant warehouse that acts as a huge brain factory. Inside, hundreds of thousands of computer chips are stacked up, working incredibly hard together to answer our questions.
Keyword number 3 is cooling. Just like you sweat when you run around and play hard, computers get super hot when they work hard. Cooling is just how we stop the computers from melting. On Earth, we use massive amounts of cold water. But in space, companies want to use the freezing, empty vacuum of space to cool things down for free.
And our final keyword, number 4, is SMR. This stands for Small Modular Reactor. It's a mini, super safe power plant that creates zero carbon pollution. Because they're built like Lego blocks in a factory, companies like Google, Amazon, and Microsoft are buying them to safely feed their AI data centers on Earth.
So, we've solved the mystery of the hungry AI monster and explored how we might feed it. But it leaves us with one final, pretty amazing question. When you grow up, will the giant brain factories of the future be powered by mini Lego block power plants right in your town? Or will they be silently floating high up in the stars? I really hope this explainer made you as excited about the future of tech as I am. Keep learning, keep asking questions, and I'll see you next time.